Hi, my name's Phil, and this is True Faith Mobile. So one of the results of the COVID-19 related restrictions is lockdown. And that means that to some degree we're going to be stuck inside. And that usually means that we spend a lot more time on the internet. Now, one of the results of that is that the phenomenon of online trolling increases. And I wanted to address that a bit because as people who have a worldview, one that is not very popular right now, Christians tend to be subject to a lot of pretty nasty trolling. And so I thought I would address that from an apologetics perspective. And that specifically means how to deal with trolls, how to engage in discourse or not with people like that. First things first, we're going to encounter these sorts of people no matter what we do, no matter what we believe. If you have any kind of view on any kind of subject, someone will not like it. And there will always be someone who doesn't like it who has to have their say. Now, I'm going to be very general here because it's hard to be specific because we're all unique individuals. But often those sorts of people, those people who just can't control themselves and have to say something, are angry or hurt or bothered in some deeper way. And this is important to understand because someone like that is often very unreasonable to begin with. So no matter what you do, reasoning with those sorts of people becomes very difficult. They are locked in their worldview so much so that even perspectives which don't oppose their view are seen as opposing perspectives. So you need to keep that in mind because their behavior can be really harmful and damaging to people from a psychological perspective. They will say horrible and nasty things to you sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when it gets to that level, you should recognize that you're not dealing with a person who's reasonable to begin with. So at that point, no amount of dialogue will do anything to help you or them. You can just ignore them, delete or remove their comments. Unfortunately, you might have to block them if it gets too severe. That's one way to deal with people like that. But sometimes these are people who really feel strongly about something and they feel the need to discuss it with others constantly. And sometimes you can engage those people in dialogue. And as I always say, whatever we think or feel, we need to be able to support that view with evidence. And we need to be able to use reason and logic to address those who disagree with our positions. So, to sum up, in dealing with trolls, you either have those who are beyond reason, at which point it's not worth your time to even engage them, so you can just not engage them, block them, delete them, whatever you need to do. Or if they are reasonable, approach them lovingly, respond with facts, with evidence, use logic. Don't be afraid to point out where their view might be faulted. Don't be afraid to admit where you might be wrong about something. In either case, it is important for you to be able to make a reasoned defense of your Christian faith. So keep that in mind as we go forward with this pandemic and with all of these COVID-19 related restrictions. People's emotions are high to begin with, and we need to be careful and consider who we're dealing with before we respond or engage with them. So with that said, I hope you're all keeping safe. God bless you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.